Morning, I'm Kofi.
Still, Naira live. Calls of Naira well documented amongst the West performing in 130 Hawaii. This performance is implemented by the administration. In the World Bank is saying that the Naira has been listed amongst the West performing currencies in sub-Saharan Africa and in the world in 2024. All right, and according to the latest edition of Africa's Pulse. That's a new report by the World Bank. I'd like to introduce our guest this morning, but we also would like to hear from you as you tell us we're talking about Naira's woes. So I think the Naira is going through the struggles it's going through. What do you think is the way forward? What needs to be done to strengthen the Naira? I spoke to my uncle who lives in the States, and of course, we're talking about the economy, talking about everything, what men do, and then, talking about family life. He said, see, when I left Nigeria, Buhari was Minister of Oil Resources or Petroleum, and it was 65 kobo to $1. 65 kobo to $1. I know our guests can remember that time, so ask her if my uncle is right. He said it was 65 kobo to $1. Our guest is Professor Abiola Awosika-Fapetu. She is a professor of finance and economics, a serial entrepreneur and education practitioner. In fact, I've had an interview with her before, and it was about education. So she's multifaceted. She's a global online lecturer and an e-learning expert, teaching finance, economics, management, and international business to graduate up to grade level at Liberty University Online in the United States and Blue College Online in the United States of America. She's the president and founding CEO of Olawi Awosika School of Innovative Studies, which offers associate level diplomas in banking and finance, business administration, marketing, entrepreneurship, and international management. She's a founding CEO and chairperson of Sactum Startup College, which is a secondary school focused on academic excellence, entrepreneurship, and information technology. She's also a management and higher education consultant. She helps colleges and universities around the world, especially in emerging markets, leverage their programs using adaptive technologies. Now, clients include Obafemi Awolowo University, Ahmadu Bello University, Babcock University, Covenant University, amongst others. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Professor Abiola Awosika-Fapetu. Prof, good morning to you. Good to have you on the program. Yay.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much.
Yes, indeed.
It's good to be here.
Fantastic.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. I mean, your profile is quite intimidating and impressive, and I can't forget when I saw your picture. I said, I've interviewed her before, and I can't forget the last time we talked about education was on TV, and I thoroughly look forward to hearing your thoughts on the economy. For those listening, please call 0201-277-0993. 0201-277-0993. That's a studio line. And then a female line, 0201-465-7190. That's 0201-465-7190. Okay, Prof, let's start from where the Naira is coming from. Is my uncle right when he tells me that at some point the Naira was, is it 65 or 95 Naira kobo to a US dollar in the 80s, and the regime of the time when Buhari was Minister of Petroleum? Do you remember such a time when the Naira was higher than the US dollar?
Absolutely, I did. I was a student, and it was well, we thought things were hard then, though. We didn't think, it was hunky-dory. So remembering that far back does not tell us anything. Life goes on, life happens. We are where we are today. So what do we do?
All right. Okay.
I think that's the question we should be asking.
Yeah, it is quite interesting. We'll get to that point. But it's quite interesting. You say that you thought that things were so hard then. Some people say, well, that things will get better, or things are not as bad as it can be, and Nigerians should just stomach what's going on, accept the current reality, and try to make the best they can of it. Because even years ago, in the time of Obasanjo, when Nigeria returned to democracy, people were saying the economy was hard. In the time of Yaradua, people said the economy was hard. In the days of Goodluck Jonathan, there were complaints about economic performance. In the time of Buhari, people said this is the worst it can ever be. and look at where we are today. In fact, today people are saying Abacha's time was better. They wish Abacha to come back. Yes, even today on the program, a caller said he misses Abacha. So can it be said that today will be better than tomorrow? So let's make the best of today. Economically.
Okay, well, again, I'm having a little bit of difficulty hearing you, but I think I got the gist of everything that you said. I'm not saying today is better, but when you're living in it, it's hard. I mean, nothing is easy. And we know where we are today. And I feel the pain. I feel it personally. And I feel the pain for the bottom of the pyramid, the people who are struggling to make ends meet. I mean, I could sit here and say life is rosy. It's not. We're feeling it. We're feeling it at home. We're feeling it with our businesses. We're feeling it with every fabric of our existence. But you know what? The things that we're doing today are the things that should be done. And there are no quick fixes. Now, they could increase the cash support for the 10 million, 20 million, however many people we can afford to. Let's prop them up. But eventually, the things we have to do are long-term. The currency depends on certain things working. If they're working, then your currency will be strong. But if they're not, we're going to be in this same mess that we're in for a very long time. So we need to be realistic and wait for, I remember, well, I actually, the last few days, the NESG, Nigerian Economic Summit Group, has been having their meetings, and they invited the president of the World Bank, but he couldn't come, so he sent his deputy. And one of the things that he said is that Nigeria has to stay the course. And when he said we have to stay the course for 15 years, everybody in the crowd just started mumbling. They couldn't understand, 15 years from where we are. But you see, it's not 15 years of where we are, it's 15 years improving and the lot of Nigeria and Nigerians.
Okay. Prof, interesting. Are you saying you agree, and I'm happy you went there, with what the World Bank VP said in Abuja at the ongoing Nigerian Economic Summit, that the current economic reforms, talking about the removal of subsidy on petrol, talking about the floating of the Naira, and other economic measures taken by this administration, do you agree that these reforms should continue? Nigeria should stay the course. Are you saying you agree with that school of thought?
Yeah, I absolutely do. You see, because now it's not just the currency, floating. It's not just increasing the PMS prices and so forth. You see, what we need to do for this economy to stabilize and grow, first of all, we need to diversify this economy, to find other sources of dollars and pounds and yens, whatever we have an appetite for, but we have to work for it. So if we're saying don't depend on oil and gas, do agriculture, do innovation, technology, mining. If we're going there, it's gonna take time. It's not a 4-year. It's not even an 8-year project. So yeah, I agree with him, but I think we need to begin to see that this government is working towards those things that will stabilize our economy.
Okay. They say the taste of a pudding is in the eating. Of course, and when you go to school and you study, the test of your or the proof of your studying in a school, you're a teacher, so you know this better than I do, is that you ace your exams. It's been more than 1 year since this current administration came on board, and the Nigerian currency has tanked. As at August 2024, 43% year on year, 43%. Now, I mean that is a serious issue economically speaking. 43% loss in the value of a currency without an equal increase in the purchasing power or the take-home salary of Nigerians. Nigerians are grappling, apart from that, the depreciation in the currency. All right, they're also grappling with the increase in inflation. And today, inflation is up to more than 37%. It's increased. So, isn't this proof that the policies of Yemi Cardoso, the policies of the monetary policy, the fiscal side of things, and the economic policies of the Bola Tinubu administration are not working? Is this not proof of it? I'm asking you.
I don't think so. Why don't I? Because a lot of the problems with the Naira starts with us. You know, illicit financial dealings, you know, with the banks, with us as individuals, with the governors. You know, when you take Nigeria's currency and you buy dollars and you keep it in anticipation that it will go up. Come on. I mean, why would we do this? So we are the problem ourselves, because the value of the Naira would go up according to the extent of your foreign exchange reserve. So if our foreign exchange is not, I mean, when you do deals and you earn foreign exchange, it's set aside and accounted to us as a nation. But these people are playing with arbitraging. They're not buying real goods. They're not selling real goods. They're selling currency, and that is a problem. So until we start earning dollars, from real transactions, we're going to have the same problem that we have. So Cardoso could be doing anything that he likes. We are sabotaging the Naira.
All right. So you're blaming Nigerians. So does it therefore not mean, and the politicians are the leaders when it comes to this? I mean, when it comes to election, they use the US dollar for their activities, and some of them even defended it, and we're defending it, in the last election. But let's not go into all of that now. Wouldn't it have made better sense for the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu on the fiscal side, on the monetary side, to handle these issues? You talked about agriculture and what do you call it again? Foreign exchange from the non-oil sector. You talked about the arbitrage. Now, all these things, shouldn't they have been handled before, bombarding Nigeria with a plethora of economic reforms, increase in tariffs, increase in taxes, introduction of new taxes, increase in school fees, what do you call again? Removal of subsidy, floating of the Naira, so on and so forth. As we speak, the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, they are fearing that the manufacturing sector in the country will shut down because of the hike in tariffs of 250%. The universities have not even given the students the bill for the school fees because they want to try to look at how they can include the electricity bill for the students to pay. So this is shocking the system, madam. So shouldn't the administration have said, let's lay these foundations before embarking on these reforms?
Well, again, like I said, I feel everybody's pain. And, I'm in it too. However, we need to be realistic. Nigeria has lived on foreign debt, in fact, even internal debt, for many years. We have not, every time they say, let's remove the subsidy, somebody complains and then we don't remove it. Every time some bills come up for us to take and to just bite the bullet and just take it, we don't. You're talking about higher institutions. I'm sorry, where in the world does it cost 25,000 Naira to go to a university? Where? It's only in this country. Come on. We need to be realistic.
Madam, some governments, some oil-producing countries, their students are going to school for free. University for free.
So, tertiary level, you can go primary, secondary, I can understand that. But tertiary level is a choice. Is a choice. You can go or you go or you do not go. By the time you get to that level, we've given you enough education for you to make it in life. So how do we do it? How do we do it? How do we?
But your generation, some of you went to school for free.
Not me.
Not you. Not you. I said your generation.
And I am not young. You can tell from my gray hair.
I can see your gray hair. That's why I said some of your contemporaries went to school for free, even got foreign scholarships to become who they are.
Listen. When we were 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, maybe, or 200 million. And even then, the people in our tertiary institution are just about 10% of us. But the cost of higher education is much. Okay. I'm in the school business myself.
Madam, I'll come back to you.
I cannot understand how we can do this.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
Is it okay to make fun of our tooth gap? Let's have a talk. Colgate makes your teeth so strong. Stop cover your mouth. Not to do younger with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Zero cavities and fresh breath. If you use a Colgate paste. Not to do younger with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Colgate, #1 oral care brand in the world.
Well man and well woman. Are you tired and run down? Well man and well woman from Vitabiotics UK provide your one-a-day capsules with all the benefits for healthy living.
Wellman has been specially developed for men to maintain general health and vitality.
Well Woman is a blend of minerals and vitamins at optimal levels, specifically designed for busy modern women.
Make a healthy change today with Wellman and Well Woman. Available in all good pharmacies nationwide.
Health and vitality. We fit protect your car, your savings.
I beg you, make you no let her dey boring. Make we make insurance we lifestyle. You don't even hungry, you say make your insurance give you pass wetin you dey collect. Make you no shake body at all because na good hands you deal with Health Insurance Group. Come even join with boku insurance coverage. You fit also enjoy free awoof like chance to fit network up to 10% discount for hotels, gyms, spas, and for 30 store. What you like for the shop? Tickets to enter show events, plus free materials to carry plan your tomorrow. So next time when person ask you, wetin your insurance company they give you safe, your answer supposed to be with Health Insurance Group. Of course, it plenty pass just insurance.
To follow Choplet all these, sign up on www.healthinsurancegroup.com. That na HEIRS. Here's Insurance Group. Simple life day here.
Africa is all connected. With Turkish Airlines FlyFest, fly to Europe, to America, and to Istanbul at special prices. Book your ticket until December 15th for flights between September 15th and December 15th. For details, please visit TurkishAirlines.com. Turkish Airlines.
The release is Dennis Mann, he's away here, and so...
No.
Let there be light.
Introducing the Power M Solar Hybrid Inverter System, which delivers sustainable energy solutions tailored for homes and businesses of all sizes and types. Our comprehensive sales and after-sales support ensures we meet your unique energy needs, whether you're in the city or a rural area. To discuss your power requirements or explore career opportunities with Ulu, contact us toll-free at 0800-6658-765 or via WhatsApp at 0808-972-8959. We have installment payment plans for our inverter systems. Visit our website for more information on www.ulusolar.ng or socials on X and Instagram at ulu_Nigeria. Ulu by Ignite. Energy on a different scale in partnership with Huawei.
Any platform can help you save. But when it comes to investing, you need a partner that you can trust and is committed to helping you achieve your goals. A partner with a global footprint, diversified investment options, and great returns that help you grow. You need RiseVest. RiseVest is your partner for dollar investments like U.S. stocks, U.S. real estate, fixed income, and Naira Savings Vault. Invest with RiseVest to earn interest between 8 to 15% in dollars and up to 25% in Naira. Download the RiseVest app or visit www.risevest.com to start investing. Rise. Investments that help you grow.
It's a new era. The UEFA Champions League is back. The best clubs in Europe clash in the most dramatic fixtures. Watch the UEFA Champions League live on SuperSport. Upgrade to Compact Plus and stay connected. DSTV, your home of football.
A long time ago, in the heart of Egbaland, when the skies were dark and all hope seemed lost, Lishabi arose, a man of few words, but his actions roared like thunder against the tyranny and oppression from old Oyo. Lishabi is a story that will take you back where a single man's courage changed the fate of his people.
Find out how it happened in Lishabi, The Uprising, now showing on Netflix, with plans starting from 2,200 Naira.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Lagos, Nigeria, and wherever you're listening to us from in the world, welcome. It's still the Morning Crossfire right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're looking at the Naira's continued slide, and of course, what needs to be done to arrest the slide of the Naira. Why are the government's policies not yielding a result or having an effect on the fortunes of the Naira? We look at the removal of the subsidy on petrol. Of course, Nigeria is spending a lot of money to import petrol. This money is not Naira. It's not SEFA, it's not CD, certainly not Rand, it's US dollars. So that subsidy has been removed. Why has it not had any effect on the fortunes of the Naira? We look at the floating of the Naira, the ending of two parallel markets, two regimes, and having one single market where we can get the exchange rate from. That also not having an effect, as we see, because the Naira has declined by more than 43%, according to reports year on year, as at August 2024. What about other policies? I mean, we can talk about other policies that may not be monetary policies, but they also affect. We look at the increase in certain taxes and tariffs. We look at the tightening of the interest rate, all in the bid to stem inflation. All these things have a relationship with each other. And I guess tonight or this morning is telling us that the policies will work, but we just need time. Probably towing the line of the World Bank Vice President, who made a similar statement at the Nigerian Economic Summit Group organized Nigeria Economic Summit. Our guest this morning is a professor of finance and economics, a serial entrepreneur, and an educationist. She is Professor Abiola Awosika-Fapetu. She joins us virtually live right here on the Morning Crossfire. Your thoughts are welcome. Please call 0201-277-0993, 0201-277-0993. And, of course, we have a female line, 0201-465-7190, 0201-465-7190. On WhatsApp, you can send a message via the WhatsApp number 080-9597-5805, 080-9597-5805. That's 080-9597-5805. We're also streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Head on there, drop your comments, and of course on X, we're at Nigeria Info FM. Don't forget, oneplay.ng is the website. That's www.oneplay.ng. The number one in the wordplay. You stand a chance of winning 25,000 naira if you play the lottery. You can buy a ticket, 2 tickets, 10 tickets. Each ticket costs 500 naira only. Alternatively, you can dial from your phone star 347 star 880 hash and choose Nigeria Info. But if you go the route of the website, www.oneplay.ng, all you have to do is click on the box that has Nigeria Info, enter details, and play to win. It will run the draw today before 9:15 a.m. and the winners will be picked and called. It's a random draw, all right? There's no jury in this one. Prof, before I get back to you, because now we'll need to look at solutions. Obviously, the reforms are not yielding results now in the short to medium term. Let's say short term, but you're saying that in the long term they will yield results. But what needs to be done? You talked about, increasing Nigeria's foreign exchange through strengthening the non-oil sector, for instance. We look at all these things after a set of calls and, of course, messages from our listeners. 99.3, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Kofi Anna.
Welcome. Your name, location, and country, please.
My name is Godwin, calling from Lakwe. Yes, from the latest development and information on ground, it is becoming very clearer. The IMF personality who is jointly deceiving Nigeria along with our rulers. Unfortunately, it is becoming open and naked that these people have no truth. They collaborate to exploit our natural given material and bring ordinary Nigeria to advert poverty, and to only for them to continue to carry with their families yet to be unborn.
All right, thank you very much.
Deceive us.
Thank you.
And this is government that was against the previous government with your propaganda and lies.
Thank you very
now
much.
That they are
all right, thank you very much, Godwin. We have an next listener, 99.3, good morning.
Kofi, good morning, sir.
Welcome. Your name, location, and country region, please.
My name is Robert. I don't see any policy that we improve with this crop of leaders that we have today in Nigeria. When our economy is fully dependent on the World Bank and IMF directive. And again, Kofi, please, I don't know if Prof, I'm just joking, is a member of APC. I don't know. I just want to ask. Thank you.
All right, Prof, she's asking if you're a member of APC. Yeah, I mean, you're a Nigerian. You can belong to any party you want to belong to. It doesn't stop you from, there's nothing against that, as you're not breaking any law.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear what he said, and I still don't hear what you're saying.
He's asking if you're a member of the All Progressives Congress based on your replies or your answers. But I'm telling him that you are entitled to belong to any political party if you so wish to do so. So that you're Nigerian, it's your right.
I am not. I am apolitical.
Oh, are you apolitical?
So,
all right.
Yeah, I am an economist. I'm a finance specialist. I'm everything you can talk about, but I don't belong to a particular party.
All right.
I just tell it like I see it.
All right. Great. The first caller, after we resumed, said, he doesn't trust the Bretton Woods institutions. International Monetary Fund, the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, otherwise known as the World Bank. He doesn't trust these institutions and the advice they're giving our government. Though, I mean, they released a report called Africa's Pulse, where they said that Nigeria's currency is among the worst performing in the world. They ranked it equal with the currency of South Sudan. Why should Nigerians trust the reforms that's being championed or advocated for by the World Bank?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
Okay, yeah. The second caller says he doesn't trust the World Bank and the IMF. And of course, the policies that we're talking about, the economic policies today, are supported by the World Bank. You had, like you said, the VP of the World Bank. Yeah, NES said we need 10 to 15 more years of these reforms and we'll see some results. So why should Nigerians take this? Why should Nigerians not have a distrust of these global financial juggernauts, like we call them, the Bretton Woods institutions?
Okay. See, these institutions are global institutions. The same scale at which they judge Nigeria is the same that they judge the United States, that they judge the Netherlands, that they judge Kenya, South Sudan. So if they come around today and tell us we're not doing it right, maybe we should listen, because it's not as if they see us as Africa and then they're going to lead us astray, and then they see America as America and then they're going to tell them, they give them cronje, so that they can excel. No. They judge every economy based on standard measurements and based on what they think that we're not doing right, because this has worked in another country, that has worked in another country. This same World Bank president who sent his representative cited an example. He said in the 2007-2009, 2003 to 2009, that we did something, and everybody applauded because we planned for the future. We put money aside, and when he said that, everybody thought he was talking about a different country. But it was Nigeria. They think, he was talking about the Netherlands. And yes, the Netherlands did the same thing after we did it. So we know we have the brains to do it. But the Netherlands stuck with it, but we never did. And that is why we are where we are today.
All right. Some will argue that, okay, we had a call on the line and lost that call. I hope, Tosi, if you listen, please call back that listener. So we can put it on. Taking two other calls back to back, and I had to pause for guests' answers. While I wait for the next callers to be put through, Prof, it could be argued that, yes, the VP of the World Bank has talked about countries like India, has talked about countries like Norway, and you just talked about Netherlands, where similar economic policies have worked, where you've had to make hard decisions, take hard decisions to reposition the economy. But some argue that certain school of thoughts in economics say you must look for local solutions, that not all economies are the same. The Nigerian economy is different from that of India. It's different from that of Norway, where these policies happened. And if we take what the World Bank or IMF is saying, hook, line, and sinker, without looking at the local, the domestication or the domestic variables, let me call it that, to create homegrown solutions, we might be making a mistake. Shouldn't economic policies have a human face? Because the result is what is happening to the people, and the people are the beneficiaries of economic policies. Now, if it's affecting them negatively, isn't that what should count, not the data from the World Bank or the IMF?
Well, the IMF and the World Bank, as you said, data. They're using our data. We generated that data. It is our local economy that generated that data. And they are saying, this is how we need to go. This is where we need to go. And we put policies in place. And then when the next government comes into power, they change it. And so, we're back to square one. We need, in fact, somebody in a group that I belonged to yesterday proposed that maybe the 3 political parties or 4, major political parties could come together and say, for the sake of this country, let's not do politics. Let's find a solution. If you know how to do it, if you have the local understanding of how to do it, then let's do it.
No, but the government said they can do it, and that's why they came out to ask for Nigerians' votes.
Well, because that's,
so it could be argued they should do it.
Because that's the system we have. That's the system we currently have. You can't have three parties running everything. But you know what? I still believe that if this government stays focused and not just on what is happening day to day to the Naira or what is happening day to day to PMS, but stay focused for the long term, I think they can do it.
Madam, so this is all, some will argue, a scam, a story, a script that we've seen over and over again. In 10 to 15 years' time, they will come with another story and tell us balderdash. Madam, structural adjustment. What is the result? The people are the beneficiaries of economic. They are the ones who the policies are for. They are the ones who the policies are for. And if in 12 months, 14 months, 16 months, the people are poorer because of these economic policies, the businesses are shutting down because of these economic policies. Manufacturers Association of Nigeria telling us that their members are stifled paying 60 multiple taxes. You have the MAN saying that the hike in electricity tariff and other tariffs, 250%, will make them shut down. Today, inflation has hit 32.7%. What policies are we talking about, madam? What policies are we talking about? Tell me where. The IMF and World Bank's policies have helped any African country, from Ghana to Kenya to Ethiopia to Tanzania to Zambia. It has never worked. And in this country, it's happened before, where a president implemented what we call structural adjustment program, and that began the decline of the Nigerian economy.
And let that work either.
And Nigeria has never been the same. Nigeria has never been the same.
Listen, people say, I'm in pain, so take my pain away immediately. Give me an analgesic and let's fix it. But we don't fix the root cause. When the structural adjustment program was put in place, did we let it work? Did we?
Why are they giving loans to African? Why are they giving loans to African governments? Why are they giving loans to governments? Why are they giving loans to African governments when they know that these governments are corrupt? They know these governments are not using the monies for what they say they will use it for, and they keep giving multiple loans to different sectors where we've not seen results. What are these loans for? These guys are out to entrap African countries, to suck us deeper into their traps, into their nets.
Okay.
They keep giving African loans, madam. Why are they giving loans to countries?
You want to leave conventional wisdom. You want to leave conventional wisdom and do your own thing. And then we find ourselves where we are again.
Prof, why can't they say, you, President Tanzania, you, President Zambia, you, President Ghana, you, President Nigeria, all right? We gave you a loan 5 years ago. You have not paid us back. If you take this loan, it's going to make things worse. We're not going to give you money again. Go and look within your country and fix your country.
Do you go to your banker as a business person and tell them, I'm having difficulties. If you would just give me a little bit more money and a little bit more time, do they not give you? This is the same with the countries. The countries go back and say, well...
How do you increase interest rates to almost 30% when businesses have already taken loans? They can't pay back. These businesses are still trying to pay their bills. Madam, today in Nigeria, even me, when I take out my electricity bill and I take out my fuel bill, all right, and I take out what I'm paying for loans I've taken for my business, what is left? Now, how about the average man out there? And you tell me that we are not following conventional wisdom. Tell me which country has worked, which country in Africa has benefited from these policies. Tell me, Prof, tell me.
South Africa has been able to bounce back from its inflation increase. Kenya, the same way. Are they not taking loans? Are they not getting World Bank?
Madam, can we fly to South Africa? Let's talk to South Africans. You're talking about the data. Can we go to South Africa so we talk to South Africans on the ground and ask them what exactly they feel about the economy?
Well,
can we go to Kenya and talk to Kenyans on the ground and ask them what they feel about the economy?
Listen. This is where we are. We're going to feel what we're feeling. But again, for your business and my business, I mean, you sell what you buy. So you don't even, have an argument, in that sense. Because, but for the average Nigerian, the bottom of the pyramid Nigerian, yes, this might be a problem, but we can take their issue and handle it and keep them comfortable to a certain extent. But I'm sorry, this is a poison that we have to take. Even before the Tinubu.
A poison we have to take now. I'm okay. I'm good. We're both concerned about those.
Because you wanted to go to.
No, but those are the bottom of the pyramid.
Let me finish my thoughts.
Who can't eat? Who cannot eat because of these economic policies?
Let me finish my thoughts. This is a poison that we have to take, and there is no shortcuts. We have to build this economy from the ground up.
Madam, you made some points, Prof. Yes, it's a poison we have to take to strengthen the Naira. Now, you said we have to have concomitant policies to strengthen the non-oil sector. So are you seeing these policies being put in place in agriculture, all right, in mining, in solid minerals and other sectors?
Well, absolutely. At least, not to the extent that I want to see. But, there has been projects in agriculture that is geared to, putting us, where we need to be. There's been, projects in mining. I mean, you saw the news clip on the gold bullion. I didn't even know that there was any bullion in this country until now. So these are areas that this government is strengthening, and as they should, and just need to wait. We need the patience for the policies to work.
For 10 years. World Bank trying to buy the president sometime. 10 years. And Nigeria should wait for 10 years, Prof. 15 years.
No. Wait. You're not just sitting there. You're not sitting there idle. You're doing things such that at the end of 10 years, 15 years, you're looking good.
Okay, so Madam, Prof, in 10, 15 years, what do you project if you want to guess? I know it's not easy, but from now, if you want to hazard a guess, how much will $1 cost in Naira? Will it get back to 600, 700, maybe?
It could. It could. There was a time in this past few months that you went down almost to 1,000 from almost 2. So it could.
Will it get back to what it was before subsidy was removed?
I'm sorry?
Will it get back to what it was pre-May 2023, before these economic policies were announced by the federal government? Will it get back to that?
It could. But the economy has to be fixed.
So
we cannot be doing, band-aids for our problems. We need surgery, and surgery is painful, and that is what we're going through right now.
Okay, so if at the end of the day the Naira does not, recover to what it was before these policies were implemented, because you implement a policy to make things better, not to make things worse. If it does not get back to what it was, could these policies therefore be said to have been a failure 10 to 15 years down the line?
It could be, but that's not. We're not passing that judgment right now.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, yes, you want to give them a fail result. That's fine.
All right.
But we're not passing that judgment at this time.
All right.
We can't do that.
Final word from you. To the monetary authorities, even the fiscal authorities, the federal government, what needs to be done going forward for the Naira?
Well, first of all, because of the people, we need to increase government spending in infrastructure and long-term investment. We need to attract FDIs, and we need to. And for monetary policy, they're doing what they're supposed to do. I just don't know why it's not working. Increase interest rate to curb inflation. But when inflation is coming from the economy. Our inflation is fake. A lot of these people, I just got a bill for my place of business from 2 million to 4 million. What did that landlord do to my building that it's going to now be worth me paying rent of double 4 million? So we are the ones hurting ourselves. And once we get over that, I'm sure the economy will, find its footing.
Okay, what about the policy swap agreement between Nigeria and China to be able to, trade in yuan instead of US dollar? Just briefly in 30 seconds.
Well, actually, it's worth looking at because we buy most things from China anyway. And so why the dollar? We could do that, but then we have to look at it critically.
All right. Okay. So government needs to resume that policy. Prof, thank you so very kindly for your time this morning. It's been a pleasure, absolute pleasure having you. Don't mind me. Some days I can be like that.
That's okay.
But I appreciate you bearing with me and answering all the questions.
That's okay. Yes, bring them on. I can take it anytime.
All right. We're concerned for the people because we see it every day on the streets. Yes. Yeah, we are good. We can find our way. Professor Abiola Awosika-Fapetu, Professor of Finance and Economics. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Africa is all connected with Turkish Airlines.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.